The life of Jeremiah Timboot Useni, popularly called by his admirers Jerry Boy, who passed away on January 23, 2025, is a testament to an unwavering commitment to service, leadership, and patriotism. From his distinguished military career to his significant political contributions, Useni's legacy is woven into the fabric of Nigeria's modern history. A man who served his country in multiple capacities, his influence shaped Nigeria's military, governance, and urban development, leaving an indelible mark on the nation. Hi guys, welcome to Afriverse Historic. On today's episode, we look into the controversial history of General Jeremiah Useni, the man who was to ascend the throne after late General Sani Abacha died, but was not allowed to ascend into this position despite being the most senior-ranking officer of the Nigerian army. Do stay tuned and enjoy the ride. Born on February 16, 1943 in Lantan, Northern Region, Colony and Protectorate of Nigeria, now Plateau State, Nigeria, Useni's journey from a young man in a rural community to one of Nigeria's most prominent figures in military and political circles is both inspiring and monumental. Growing up at the time when Nigeria was still grappling with post-colonial identity, Useni found his calling in the Nigerian army, where he would go on to serve with distinction. A career in the military was an extension of his desire to contribute to his country. Useni's rise to the ranks of the Nigerian army was swift, and his skills in leadership was soon recognized. By the time he reached the position of Lieutenant General, he had already made notable contributions to national defense, demonstrating a strategic mind and a resolve to protect Nigeria's integrity. Useni first came to national prominence when he was appointed as military governor of the defunct Bendel State in 1984, following the military coup led by General Muhammadu Buhari. His tenure marked a significant moment in Nigerian governance during a period when the country was under the rule of military regimes. Useni's leadership during this time was marked by his emphasis on infrastructure, societal development, though not without challenges. His administration was often defined by the tension between military control and needs of a growing population in a transitional society. But it was during his later roles, particularly as Minister for the Federal Capital Territory (FCT) under the military junta of Sani Abacha, a Lieutenant General, that Useni's influence truly extended across the country. Appointed to the position in 1993, Useni was entrusted with the monumental task of overseeing administration and development of Abuja, newly designated as the capital of Nigeria. He also served as Nigeria's Minister of Transport and Quartermaster General of the Nigerian Army, which also cemented his place as a significant player in the country's political and military circles. Useni's work in shaping Abuja was a defining chapter in his career. He played an important role in the development of the Federal Capital Territory, overseeing the early stages of the city's design and expansion. Under his leadership, Abuja began to take shape as the political and administrative center of Nigeria. However, his time in office was not without controversies. Useni's tenure was later criticized by subsequent administrations, particularly concerning the implementation of Abuja's master plan. In 2008, Aliyu Modibo Umar, the then Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, blamed several issues with the city's development on the administration under Useni's watch. Nevertheless, Useni remained steadfast in defending his record, and his pull in the growth of Abuja as Nigeria's capital city remains one of his lasting legacies. As a central figure in Nigeria's military and political sphere, Useni was often at the heart of political intrigue and national rumors. Perhaps the most notable rumor came in 1998 when General Sani Abacha's sudden death left the country in uncertainty. Useni, then the Minister of the FCT, was widely rumored to be a potential successor to Abacha. These speculations fueled intense political discussions about Nigeria's future. Hey guys, I really appreciate it if you take out some time to like this video and subscribe to the channel, as it goes a long way in supporting our efforts. Thank you. Now let's get back to the video. Useni explained that a day before Abacha died, Nigeria had a visiting president, Yasser Arafat of Palestine, and they saw him off. That same day, at about 6 p.m, when they were driving inside the city, Abacha told him that he was not feeling fine. So around 7 p.m, Abacha dropped him off and Useni told him to go and have a rest. Useni went back and he was doing some administrative work when he was called upon that he was needed at the Presidential Lodge. But to hear the news that Abacha was dead, Useni was dumbfounded because when Abacha died, there was a lot of speculations. Some even said that Useni should be probed because he was the last person to see Abacha, which was very unfortunate. So when Useni got to the Presidential Lodge, he met officers such as the Inspector General of Police, Ibrahim Komasi, Abdulsalam Abubakar, and others. They informed him that Abacha was dead. Useni said he was really dumbfounded and felt very sad about it. Useni said that the rumor of Abacha dying in the midst of Indian girls that visited him prior isn't true. When Abacha died, some people insisted that an autopsy test must be conducted, that Abacha must be taken to Germany and America for the test. In Useni's view, Abacha died a natural death and said the reports are there. But of course, some people just wanted to give the man a bad name. Hence, they insinuated that he was a womanizer and the rest of it. But the records are there, and who would have heard such a thing should it be in a reality? Talking about generals who should have succeeded Abacha, Useni said, even if DR was not involved in the coup saga, he was still the senior. In military service, there are two types of seniority, he explained. There is seniority by protocol and seniority by military. So if one talk about protocol, then DR was senior, but by rank, Useni was senior, and I still remain the senior, Useni said. Useni said he was not aware that Major Hamza al-Mustafa, Chief Security Officer of the late head of state, summoned all generals when the issue of secession came up because he was not part of those he summoned. He couldn't have summoned me, General Useni said. General Useni said, when the issue came up, the remains of General Abacha was still lying before them, and so there was an argument that why can't we go and bury him before an issue of succession came up. Now, when the discussion finally arose, there was a division of interest as some officers were of the view that military seniority should be considered, while others were saying that protocol should be considered. And if military seniority was adopted, it could have been me. But since protocol seniority was adopted then, it was Abdulsalam because he was Chief of Defense Staff, who was next to the head of state. So that was what happened. Controversially, Useni was accused of having over 100 plots of land and houses in Abuja, and he had $100 million stashed in foreign accounts. It was even alleged that they arrested a trailer full of money belonging to him. At the time, the highest denomination of Nigerian currency was 20 naira. Useni said it was madness to think of such, because there was no bank he would have taken the money to. These were all said as blackmail, but he never got worried because he was sure that they would never succeed. He allegedly claimed that Obasanjo was the mastermind of those allegations, because Abacha was not there for him to blackmail, and the next person to Obasanjo was him, and that was why he engaged in all that he did. Useni's involvement in Nigerian politics did not end with the fall of military rule. After the return of civilian rule in 1999, Useni transitioned into the political arena, taking on a leadership role in the All Nigerian People's Party (ANPP). Serving as deputy chairman of the party, Useni continued to exert influence on the political stage. However, his greatest political triumph came in 2015 when he was elected as the Senator of Plateau South on the platform of the People's Democratic Party (PDP). In the Senate, Useni proved to be a dedicated legislator, working tirelessly for the people of Plateau State and the betterment of Nigeria. His contributions to national policy were underscored by his commitment to improving the lives of his constituents. His election to the Senate was a testament to his enduring popularity and the respect he commanded from both peers and the public. Behind the political and military figure was a man who valued family, integrity, and hard work. Useni's dedication to his country was unparalleled by his love for his family and his deep connection to his roots in Langtang. Despite the weight of his responsibilities, he always found time to engage with his community, offering mentorship to the younger generation and instilling in them the values of patriotism and service. Throughout his life, Useni's leadership was defined by a rare combination of strength and humility. His ability to navigate complex political and military landscapes with wisdom and diplomacy was admired by those who worked alongside him. While many politicians rise to power through popularism and forceful tactics, Useni's approach was grounded in principles of service to the nation and respect for institutions that govern Nigeria. The former Minister of the Federal Capital, retired Lieutenant General Jeremiah Useni, died on January 23, 2025 after a protracted illness. He was aged 81. As we bid farewell to Jeremiah Useni, we honor a man whose life was a symbol of dedication, resilience, and leadership. His contributions to Nigeria, both in times of peace and conflict, had left a profound lasting impact on the country. Whether through his role in developing Abuja, his leadership during military rule, or his work in the Senate, Useni's legacy will continue to shape the trajectory of Nigerian governance and development for years to come. Useni's death marks the end of an era, but his influence will live on. In many arenas where he served, military, politics, and national development, Jeremiah Useni's name is etched in the annals of Nigerian history. His life reminds us that true leadership is not merely about holding power, but also serving others with honor, integrity, and commitment. As the country reflects on his life, let the country celebrate not only his achievements, but also the values he embodied: resilience in the face of adversity, the pursuit of justice, and an enduring belief in the potential of Nigeria. Thanks for watching the video, guys. I would love to know your thoughts about the appointment of General Abdulsalam Abubakar as the new head of state ahead of General Jeremiah Useni, who was the most senior officer at the time. Do you think there is more to what General Jeremiah Useni is saying about his sidelining? Please let me know your thoughts about this in the comment section down below. Don't forget to smash a like and subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification button to get more content like this about African history. It's Nnamdi from Afriverse Historic. See you in the next one.